Hey everybody, welcome to day 14 of the 31-day creative pep talk. My name is Alecia Renece, and today I want to encourage you to put the blinders on. So this advice actually came from someone I really look up to. She's a musician, she's a minister, she's just amazing. She's a powerhouse, a singer-songwriter, all of that. Her name's Kim Jordan, and she's actually local. I'll probably put her information somewhere in this video / podcast so that you all can check her out. She's amazing. I was actually talking to her and expressing some of my fears and worries as an artist that I have, considering other people and comparing myself to them. Naturally, I feel like we're wired to compare ourselves to other people, but I think with the advent of technology, like in our pockets and in our hands and on screens constantly, it's just an opportunity for us to compare ourselves. Do I think that sometimes media can try to make us want to compare ourselves? Yes. I mean, you look at marketing, like, oh, I want to be the best parent, let me buy these Pampers. Oh, I want to be the most beautiful woman, like, let me buy this makeup or whatever. And I'm not knocking makeup or anything like that, but I'm just saying, a lot of the marketing schemes out there and tactics are based on lack and not feeling good enough, and they play to those feelings that we naturally have. We want to be better. We want to be the best. We want to be good. We want to be accepted. And so, with the stuff in our hands and our pockets, we're constantly having to filter through a lot of that stuff. And we're also more apt to believe the lie that there's not enough room for us. That if someone is doing something that you want to do or that you're doing, and even if they're doing the same thing in the same way, like that there's not enough room for us. She's already doing it and she's doing it better. She's already doing it and, I don't want people to think I'm copying off of her, biting off of her. She's already doing it and whatever. Like, I've struggled with these feelings too. I'll have an idea like that I'll try to get that I made myself. And while we know nothing new is under the sun, we've all been there. It's like, oh, I have an idea for this. And then somebody else comes out with it. And then you shrink and like, oh, I'm not going to do it now because somebody else did it. No, do it. Like, there's a reason why this idea was given to you, why it was entrusted like to you. Like, no one is you. No one can be you. No one thinks like you. Using photography as an example, again, I could have a friend who's a portrait photographer, but she or he doesn't have my eye. The way I edit is totally different. What I focus on, how I pose my clients, the lighting. There's so many different other things to like putting together a photo than just, oh, I'm a photographer and that's it. A lot of people think like, oh, you just click the pic. No, it's a lot of work that goes into photography and videography and other stuff like that. But that's a whole different thing for a whole different time. But the point is, just because somebody else is doing it and seems to be doing it better doesn't mean that I shouldn't do it. That's a silly excuse. That's dumb. It's distracting and it's wasting time when we sit there and constantly looking to our left and to our right trying to figure out, okay, how are they doing it? No, like, you don't have to compete with anybody. You're not in competition. Like, you're not here. You weren't given that idea, that dream, that goal, that inspiration to compete with somebody. It was for you to focus that energy and that fire into actually creating. We waste so much time comparing ourselves, so much time putting ourselves down, envying other people and putting them down. It's so silly. We can all make it. There's enough room for all of us. Even this whole idea of like, oh yeah, it's overpopulated. The world is not overpopulated. The world is sustaining itself. It's just that some people are holding on to things and not sharing with the rest of the people. That's the same idea with our creative stuff. Like, there's enough room for us. It's just up to us to pursue it. Because what happens is we say, there's not enough room for us. And then this person keeps going and does what the other person keeps going and do what they do. And then for some reason, it's like self-fulfilling prophecy. It's like, see, I told you there wasn't enough room for me, but you didn't pursue it. You didn't pursue it. You didn't try. And I'm saying this to y'all because I'm saying it to myself. I have wasted so much time comparing myself to other people, putting myself down, trying to nitpick and see like what's wrong with other people. Why? We can all make it. We're all talented. We're all beautiful. We all have great ideas. Great ideas comes to everybody. It's just up to you to pursue the ones that you were given. And if you were inspired by what somebody else did, okay, and even if you do it after them, who cares? Those 5 people that are cackling in the corner talking about, oh, they're just biting off of this person, whatever, whatever. They won't matter. Like, I've had people literally bite off of me, and I felt a way at first, but then I'm like, no, I'm not going to feel a way, because I'm glad that it inspired somebody else to do something that they wanted to do, that they felt compelled to do. I don't know their intentions, but from the outside looking in, it looks sincere, you know? So when I see them succeeding, it's encouraging to me. It also shows me that they can do the thing that I was doing their way. We all have messages that my stories that I gather from my life are totally different than everybody else's story. We all have things that we can give. We're all capable of giving, and we're all worthy of the time and effort and energy to be spent into the projects or the ideas that we're given. And it's up to us to give people what they deserve too, which is support and encouragement. We don't have to compete with them. We can actually help them. We can actually collaborate with each other. When we put away competition and comparison, it's a beautiful thing where we can encourage and inspire other people. I've received so much encouragement from other singers, other singer-songwriters, and I love being able to freely support and encourage them. You know what I'm saying? Like 100%. And I have to worry about competing because I'm just getting to this place in my life where I realize their greatness takes none away from mine, takes nothing away from my greatness. So put on the blinders. If you are easily distracted, if you are, if you're more prone to compare yourself or to put yourself down or to envy other people and waste energy and time on like silly stuff like that, on lack, like put the stuff away, put on the blinders, log off of Facebook, log off of Instagram, like don't watch YouTube, you have to put the stuff in place. And it's okay if you are prone to that, but you have to put the stuff in place so that you succeed, so that you can become the best you that you can, so that you can show up 100% without worrying about people, comparing you to somebody else or you comparing yourself to somebody else. It's silly, it's pointless, and you're great and amazing. There's no one like you, no one can be like you, okay? So just rest in that. Rest in the fact that you don't have to compare or compete with nobody. You are running your own race. You are living your own life. You have your own stories, your own ideas. And the people that need you to show up and be yourself, need you to show up and be 100% there and authentic and real and not worried about nobody else, because they're going to get their people and you're going to get your people. Okay? So, and just like what I'm saying is nothing new. It's not a new concept. This has been said for years, if not centuries, before I was even here. But there are still people that need to hear it. I need to hear it. So I'm going to keep doing it. And you should keep doing it too. Okay? So you're great. You're amazing. Thanks for watching and listening. This is day 14, and I shall see you all in day 15. We're almost halfway there. Talk to y'all later. Bye.